back to my channel. So today we're doing a little paint with me, if you haven't already seen. In the beginning I was just throwing on some block colour just to give it a better definition and just to get the ball moving. Today we are going to be doing a bit of a Q&A sort of update. It has been a year now since I've been on YouTube. Yeah, a few days early, but yeah, it's been nearly a year. And I just wanted to tell you guys what's happening, and you guys had a few questions, so I will endeavour to answer those. But we are oil painting, and I have not oil painted since college, so it has probably been about 6 years now, and whoa, just throwing on some colour on there, definitely a learning curve. And I'm obviously doing an artist study of the Michelangelo hands. If you don't know what they are, Google it. They're in the Sistine Chapel. Every single art student has learnt it and probably painted it at some point in their life. And I'm doing a bedroom makeover at the moment, so I thought these would look actually really cool hung up on my wall. So grab yourself a cup of tea. This is going to be a long one. And I will probably time-lapse bits of it and just crack into the painting, because I'd like to try and get it finished today. I used to be very quick at oil painting, and this is a lot smaller canvas than I used to use, so hopefully we can get this done. Anyway, so the first thing I really wanted to talk about today is this year, how this year has gone. I started my channel on February 3rd, that's when my first video came out, and surprisingly it took me a really long time to get started on YouTube. I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for a couple of years before I actually made my channel, because I just love to watch YouTube all the time. I'm always watching YouTube. And somebody did ask why I started my channel. Like I said, it's just something I really wanted to do for a really long time. Oh my god, I don't think I can do this at the same time, paint and talk. I'm really good at talking and painting and multitasking. Apparently not today. We'll see how this goes. I wanted to show my art, and I wanted to, when I first started, I really wanted to have sort of film my weight loss journey. Well, that didn't happen, did it? So that is something I'm still working on and endeavour to improve in the future, and I will. This year's been a bit of a good year so far. However, I'm having a bit of a bad week, but I don't think that's something I need to get myself all worked up about. So I have another question. What was your favourite video to film? I don't know what my favourite video has been to film. They've all been good fun to film. I think the last few videos have been more fun because I've finally started to get the hang of my editing, which is obviously, it can take a really long time, and in the beginning I was very I think that's what held me back a bit, is I was really nervous as to how the video would turn out and be like, and was worried that it wouldn't look professional enough. But since I've kind of learned to get over myself and just film it and edit it how I can. I don't have any exciting editing software. I just use iMovie at the moment because I cannot afford to invest in any good editing software. But once I started to get the hang of editing and being able to put like Procreate edited annotations and twinkles and things like that, and B-roll, definitely was quite exciting for me, because I finally felt like, oh, this looks a bit more professional, and it was a proud moment. I was very proud of myself. So yeah, I've just loved filming them all. The video that's done the best this year is my Nintendo Switch unboxing, which I must admit did not expect in the beginning, but since have learned that any sort of unboxing video or review and try new things, that they do really well. So that has definitely given me some things to look at in the future. You guys just like to see me spending my money. I'm very good at doing it. Somebody has asked for an Animal Crossing update. I would like to, however, I obviously bought the Switch Lite. I can't screen record on there, as far as I can tell. But at the moment I have avoided doing that because, yeah, I can't I can't film it whilst playing. So somebody's asked what I hope to do with my channel. I don't really think I hope to do too much with my channel. I hope it will support my Etsy and my art and things, so I'll be able to... I find a lot of people that do well on YouTube do really well in their small businesses, because people are obviously watching their videos and then are led onto their Etsy shops or into their small business shops, and you end up doing quite well that way. So somebody also asked about the YouTubers that inspire me. So I subscribe to quite a lot of channels, and like I said, I watch YouTube a lot. I probably watch a couple of hours of YouTube a day at the moment with lockdown. And so the ones, I have a couple of like there's 2 interior design channels that I really love, and they do lots of DIYs and things, and that's the Sorry Girls in Canada and Mr. Kate. I have a couple of travel channels that I really like. There's Emin and Beck. They've just moved into a cabin in Canada and they used to live in a van. And Sailing La Vagabond, they sail around the world at the moment, and that's just makes me want to go on holiday. There's a couple of fitness channels that I follow that I really like, and they're both actually British, surprisingly. Today, at the moment, I've been watching Natasha Ocean and Niall Wilson. Niall is an incredible human being. And actually I watch a Beast to Beast as well. He's in America, and he's a man that has lost a lot of weight and is quite inspirational. You should definitely go follow all these people because they're really cool. And is there anybody else? Oh, an art channel that I must admit I do take a lot of inspiration from her work is Jenny Journals. And finally, last one that I can think of off the top of my head is Rachel Makesy. At the moment, I started following her this last year, and I recently found her videos, and she's just a really funny girl. She does some really cool, weird, quirky videos. She's very, I wouldn't say all over the place, because she does have some sort of uniform to her channel, but you never know what you're getting with her each week, to be honest, and I love that. And that's kind of where my channel is at the moment. You don't really know. I don't even know what I'm doing each week. But I would definitely recommend following all those, and they are all channels I inspire to. But if I see like a way they've edited something, I contemplate it and then decide it's too difficult and carry on. I think that's sort of like everything to do with this year. To us, the hardest thing this year, and the hardest thing that I was worried about when I started YouTube, was my mental health, my anxiety and depression and things like that. And my mum was also worried when I started, because I don't take negativity very well, and obviously there's people out there that just want to rain on your parade and send nasty messages and things like that, and I have so far been okay. Please don't now or comment on this video, I really mean things, and have been quite lucky because I've not had any of that at the moment, but that's because my channel is still very small. This year I think I've hit about 300 subscribers nearly, and I am very proud of myself. I'm kind of realistic in the fact that I did not expect to get monetized or go viral or something. I sort of planned for a few years to reach monetization, which is my goal. I would love to have this and my Etsy shop be my main income sources. But yeah, so those were things that were really difficult for me and worrying when I first started out. And now I've kind of decided I'm going to take a bit of a step back from my magical journey, because it is a subject that when I started, I did not think could be controversial. But I've recently learned about certain bits in the community with smudging is a traditional Native American ceremony, and I really don't want to show any sort of disrespect to anybody's culture. So I'm going to take a bit of a step back just to research more before I start a video. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take a step back from that because I don't want to upset people, and if anything, it just upsets me when I upset people. So, and I think it's hard anyway with YouTube and things, and just in life in general, to not upset everybody, or like not upset at least someone. Someone's going to be upset with what you do no matter what you do, because you can't please everyone, and that's something I've had a very long time to struggle with and understand. But I'm getting there and I'm learning. So yeah, so when the first time I ever got dislike on a video, I was so upset. And then I think this was a few months ago, I looked on there and I had loads of dislikes and it didn't bother me anymore. I was like, oh, okay. The first one was hard, but the rest are fine. And like I said, I've not had any negative digs directed at me, so that has kept me in the happy zone. Kind of the update of this year. This year's been great. I've really enjoyed my YouTube. I know I've had a couple of months out and a couple of videos. I think I wanted to do a video a week, then got into 2 videos a week because there was lockdown, and then lockdown just kind of took its toll, and didn't really want to post anything. So I think I've hit about 40 videos for the year, which 12 videos out, that's not too bad. Would have been a lot less, I think, if I hadn't done 2 videos a week at some points. And it's been a good year, and I'm just, oh my gosh, I hit 1,000 views on 6 videos this year. I mean, some of my videos on there have 50 views. It just doesn't bother me when you've had some videos do really well. And then last week, I checked my videos and 2 of them hit 2,000 views, and I nearly cried. It's been an emotional week for me in life in general, and so when I saw that, yeah, I nearly cried. It was very close. It's just really satisfying. I know people shouldn't get caught up on your views, but when you want to turn it into a business, it is something you need to consider. And yeah, it just it was really, really satisfying, and it made like all the editing and the hard work seem like it was all worth it. So then I asked you guys, and I wanted to talk to you a bit about my goals and updates. Like I said, taking a bit of a step back from the magical journey. Even though I'm going to be doing more research, I have got a couple of videos coming out. I've got a new witch casket coming that I want to unbox for you, and I'm just a bit of a crystal splurge, which I now realise we should just be doing everything in moderation. Doesn't matter what it is. So I'm going to sit on my hands and not buy any more crystals for a little while. But there's lots that I've already bought. I will show them to you because they're just gorgeous and I can't not show them to you. But yeah, gonna be a little more moderative in the future. No more crystals for a while. So yeah, current goals and future goals. I am working on building my shop at the moment. There's quite a lot of stuff to do with that. I am currently saving. Trying to save. Yeah, I know, I just bought a bunch of crystal shop. Yeah, so I'm saving for a new camera to improve my filming capabilities. At the moment, I'm still filming on my phone. So that's something I'm working towards at the moment. And also, when it comes to my shop and Etsy, I am saving for a new printer because I want to start selling prints and making my own stickers. I want to look at getting a sticker cutting machine. So there's quite a few things at the moment, budget wise and like saving money wise, that are a part of my goals. Like I said, with the shop, I want to be bringing in some prints and art, and I want to work on my weavings and wall hangings and just make a load of them and have them as one-offs. I think that took me quite a while as well to realise that I don't have to make something that I can make hundreds of times. I can just make something and do it as a one-off, because otherwise it gets really stressful to try and make sure you've got enough in stock and how much are people going to want, and if you just make it as a one-off, then you don't have to worry about all of that. YouTube goals wise, I am hoping to double everything that I've done this year. So I've just about hit 300 subscribers, so next year my goal will be to hit 600. And also when it comes to the view time, so for monetization, your subscribers and your view time are really big deals. And at the moment I am about 800 hours, which is, I am just shocked that there's people out there that watched 800 hours of me. Hopefully then we're looking at 1,600 next year. But you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time. So like I said, keeping my head on and not getting too carried away. One of my friends left me a question. Cheeky collab was the question. That was all. So I don't know what she means, whether she wants me to collab with her. Don't think she has a YouTube channel, so could be difficult. But I definitely in the future do want to get some of my friends on the channel and get them involved in just doing anything really. I've kind of done the thumb too big. I'm gonna fast forward a bit and time lapse a bit, because I apparently also cannot film and talk at the same time. So I apologise if this video is kind of very jumpy and edited, clippy, because I cannot do things at the same time apparently. Yeah, let's bring you in and we'll time lapse for a little bit. At this now for a good few hours. I'm quite happy with it. It needs detail adding, so I had to get out a really tiny brush, and also I just want to keep building and adding more depth to it, like the dark brown at the moment. I definitely want to get darker and darker. Now I can't start to debate if I'm going to finish this on camera or not. If I don't finish this on camera, I will definitely post a final picture on my Instagram. So follow me down below. Somebody asked if I was going to be creating a website. Yeah, it's not in my plans at the moment because they can just be quite costly when you start out if you don't make much profit in the beginning. So I've got my Etsy shop, which is linked down below, and like I said, I've got some bits coming up soon. I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time, otherwise I'm the type of person that has lots of ideas and doesn't necessarily get around to executing them, because there's just too many plans. And with that in mind, somebody asked, where do I see myself in 5 years? God knows. I'd like to have moved out by then. Where I'm living or what I'm living in, I have had the dream for a van, however it seems less and less likely that I'll be able to do van life in Europe now that we've left the EU. So that's kind of frustrating. But I don't think anybody can say where they're going to be in 5 years' time, especially with the current situation of the world. Yeah, I just think I don't like to plan that far ahead. I've got lots of aspirations. I've got my van life, I've got buying a house and renovating it and doing it up. I've also got me and my friend looking at chateaux the other day. Do you know how cheap it is to buy a chateau in France? So I'm just going to see where the next year takes me. Ideally in 5 years' time I will be 100% self-employed. That would be fantastic. So working with just off my YouTube and Etsy shop. But this year I've got plans for, so my Etsy shop's going to get more stock. So getting in with the prints and art, and hopefully my YouTube will get a bit of an update this year with a new camera. But other than that, I don't really have any plans, and I don't want to make any plans because every time I make plans everything changes. Got my bedroom makeover that is coming up. This painting might give you an idea of the theme, but we're getting quite dark academia. Hopefully in the next week or so I've got a new Instagram coming that's going to be kind of dark. I've basically put the bio as embracing my vintage side, which is going to be something fun for me. I've always had a love of vintage stuff, particularly botanical in that sort of way, but then I found dark academia and I was like, oh, this is fun too. So that's kind of where I'm going at the moment. So yeah, this is going to be going on my wall, and dark academia, perfect for Renaissance paintings. So yeah, that's sort of my plans for this year. I can't really think of much more that I plan to do. I'd like to go do some travelling this year. Don't really have any money to go do travelling, but I would like to at least go somewhere. I turn 25 in a few weeks, a couple of weeks. Would have loved to have been out and partying for that, but that's not happening. So I don't know what I'm doing for that yet. So strange. You at college, any of my mates that are watching this that I went to college with, you all be like, Anna never shut up. But it's hard to do this and talk to you at the camera. Yeah, next time I'm definitely going to be doing a sort of a Q&A with somebody asking me questions when we are allowed to see people again. I don't have anything left to say, I don't think. I think I've answered all the questions that I got. If there is anything you would like to see from the future from this channel, please do let me know down in the comments, because I sometimes struggle for ideas and sometimes I hit a wall. Like I said, I've got the next sort of month planned. We've got a couple of bits coming from like unboxing sort of things to do. The witch casket for January was delayed, so that should be here next week, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, we'll see. And I look forward to showing you guys that, and also my crystals. And then my bedroom makeover, hopefully soon. Struggling with delays from things, places, shops. So yeah, we'll just see what happens with that. But it's been quite nice just focusing on a few things at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, don't forget to subscribe down below. I'm going to do a little bit more of this, I think, and then take a break, and then probably come back to it tomorrow, and then I'll post a picture on my Instagram, which if you're not following, they're down in the description. If you want to go check out my Etsy shop, that's also in the description. New things will be coming soon. And other than that, I will see you next time, which hopefully my witch casket will be here. So, fingers crossed. Keep safe. Keep smiling. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.